Ever wondered what makes perfectly fried seafood so irresistibly crispy on the outside and tender on the inside? Today, we're diving into the science behind that golden crunch. It's not just about tossing some frozen fish in hot oil. Frying seafood is all about balance, balancing heat, moisture, and timing to get that perfect crispy crust without overcooking the delicate seafood inside. There's a precise science at play: temperature, batter composition, and the right oil. Let's crack the code to perfect fried seafood so you can fry like a pro. First up is temperature. It's essential to start with cold seafood rather than room temperature. Keeping the seafood cold, but certainly not frozen, helps it retain its moisture during frying, ensuring a tender interior while allowing the batter to crisp up perfectly. Cold seafood also prevents excess moisture from being released into the oil too quickly, which can lead to soggy or unevenly fried pieces. By maintaining the seafood at a cold temperature right before frying, you create the ideal conditions for a crisp outer crust and juicy, flavorful interior. Second, the oil temperature is crucial. For seafood, you want your oil between 350 degrees Fahrenheit and 375 degrees Fahrenheit. This is the sweet spot for two reasons. At the right temperature, the seafood's moisture rapidly evaporates as it hits the oil. That means the outside gets a golden, crispy crust, while the inside stays tender and juicy. But get this wrong, and it can all go downhill fast. Too cold, and the oil seeps into your seafood, leaving it soggy. Too hot, and the seafood burns on the outside before cooking through. Now let's talk batter. Batter is where a lot of the magic happens. It needs to be light but crispy, and the secret lies in its ingredients. First, the combination of flour and cornstarch. Cornstarch lowers the gluten content, which gives the batter a lighter, crispier texture. And here's a pro tip: use cold carbonated liquid, like soda water or beer. Why? The cold keeps the batter from absorbing too much oil, and the carbonation creates bubbles, which expand when frying, making the crust light and crispy. This is why batter is so light and airy. It's the carbonation and cold temperature at work. Seafood is tricky because it has a higher moisture content than other proteins like chicken or pork. This moisture is both your friend and your enemy. Before you even think about battering, pat your seafood dry. Excess moisture makes the batter soggy and can cause dangerous oil splatter. As the seafood hits the oil, the moisture quickly evaporates, which helps form that crispy outer shell. The oil you choose for frying matters. You need an oil with a high smoke point, meaning it can handle high heat without breaking down and burning. Peanut, canola, or sunflower oils are perfect for this. Not only can they handle the heat, but they also add minimal flavor to let the seafood shine. Here's where the science really kicks in: the Myard reaction. This is the chemical reaction that occurs when amino acids and sugars in the seafood react to heat, giving your fried seafood that golden brown color and rich, savory flavor. It's the same reaction that happens when you grill a steak or toast bread. This browning process is essential to achieving the perfect fried texture and taste. Timing is everything. Seafood cooks quickly, usually just 2 to 4 minutes. Any longer, and it will become overcooked and rubbery. After frying, let the seafood rest on a wire rack, not paper towels. Paper towels trap steam, making the crust soggy. The wire rack allows air to circulate, keeping the crust crispy. Let's quickly cover a few common mistakes. Overcrowding the pan is one of the biggest. When you add too much seafood at once, the oil temperature drops and you end up with soggy seafood. Another mistake: reusing oil too many times. Old oil can leave a burnt flavor and affect the texture of the seafood. A good rule of thumb for changing oil is when it darkens, develops a burnt or rancid smell, or starts smoking at lower temperatures. Excessive foaming or bubbling when frying is another sign the oil has degraded. Generally, after 3 to 4 batches of seafood, it's best to change the oil to maintain optimal flavor and crispiness. So there you have it, the science behind perfect fried seafood. Control your oil temperature, use the right batter, pat the seafood dry, and choose your oil wisely. Ready to try this at home? Let us know your favorite type of seafood to fry in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more fried seafood videos.